Hey, what up, everybody? It's your man, J-Bay at J-Bay's World on TikTok, bringing you another UFC show. Yeah, last week we had a pretty good outing. The KO of the week hit, thanks to my guy Modestus. I told you I was going to knock out Paul Craig, and he did it in immaculate fashion. So shout outs to my guy Modestus. I had an underdog of the week for you guys. I picked Pitbull. Unfortunately, the guy he was fighting didn't make weight, so it kind of went the way it went. I mean, since he didn't make weight, he didn't have a fight, so that one got voided. On our parlay, we went 3 out of 4. If you were following me, you had an opportunity to cash out. Nobody knew how that one was going to play out. It was a co-main event of the night. BSD went back into his bag and showed Mauricio Rufy that there are levels to this, and Mauricio Rufy actually quit, bro. It is what it is. Combat sports, you can never measure somebody's heart, and I hate saying heart, somebody's motor. You can't measure anybody's motor, so you never know how it's gonna play out. But we got Noche UFC coming up. We got a good one, headlined by my main man Diego Lopez. So let's get into what we got going on this week. First up, we got Zach Reese against Dumas, man. Dumas is like a street fighter that became a UFC guy. As you can see, I'm taking Zachary Reese. I expect him to knock this guy out. Again, there's levels to it. You cannot just walk into, I mean, Dumas has had some fights. He's looked competitive, but I haven't seen a fight where he impressed me like, okay, this guy is ready to move up in competition and start taking people out. He's just kind of in there, not even as a gatekeeper, but someone that'll probably be out the UFC sooner than later, in my opinion. So I'm taking Zachary Reese to win this first leg of my parlay. Leg 2, we got Daniil DeChinchio over Rodrigo Zenado. Hey, bro, it's a Spanish UFC. If I get these names wrong, don't kill me. I expect Danilo to knock him out. Low key, that was going to be on. He's on the radar for knockout of the week, or excuse me, I'm changing it to finish of the week. We went 1-0 last week, so we're trying to go 2-0. But I'm just going to take Danilo with the Daniil with the win. He is a candidate for knockout of the week. This shouldn't even be close. I don't expect this to go past round 2. Next leg, we got Jared Gordon over Rafa Garcia. I like Jared Gordon, man. He got power in his hands, seasoned vet. He should be able to get Rafa out of here. I think Rafa don't have a lot left in the tank. I think he's getting in there to collect checks now. So I'm taking Jared Gordon. Let's go on to leg 4 and finish this out. We got Luis versus Jesus Aguilera. This is a dangerous fight because Jesus Aguilera is a dangerous fighter, bro. He got power in both hands. He's a striker that don't play no games. He try to get you up out of there. He only got one problem. He 5'4" and he got short arms. So Luis is a veteran. I think, and he's quick. So I think he's going to be able to keep him up off of him. He's going to be able to shoot him and get away from him, hit him, stick and move. And he's going to be able to land a couple takedowns. Spread this out. Make this fight last all 3 rounds. As long as he don't get caught with nothing, this is a nice, smooth, easy parlay. We should be able to get this done. Next leg, or excuse me, I got one more leg. My bad. I got one more leg. We got Dusko over Jose Medina. Now, here's my issue with this one. Jose Medina is a tough dude, bro. He doesn't do a lot well, but be tough. He's gonna keep coming. He's gonna keep coming. Otherwise, this guy would be on here for KO of the week too. I got Dusko. If you've ever seen him fight, he looked like powder. He comes out there and he just throws fire. And they're putting up with someone to get him out. Because if you don't know, this is a Spanish set UFC. So they're trying to get highlight reel knockouts. And this is set up for that, but I don't think Jose is a lemon like that. I think he's going to continue to stay out there. So these are my predictions. All of these legs, where did they get us? I can't remember where my parlay came to. Let's go to the next leg, see if we got it all together. Odds, thank you. Plus 443. I didn't want to lie to y'all. Say like plus 400 or something like that. It comes to plus 443. Shouldn't be too much of a sweat. If you put more money down after 4 of them cash out, you can just cash out. I'm going to ride this one out. Let me know if you're riding with me or you riding against me. Are you tailing the bell and pause? Now, this is what y'all are all here for. Let's just get to it. KO of the week, which I want to change to finish of the week. I didn't put Tatiana Suarez for the KO of the week. It's a submission of the week. I am taking Tatiana Suarez to submit Amanda Lemos. I think she's got the grappling. She had been on like damn near like a 10-fight win streak before she came up against Wale. Or not Wale. I can't think of her name right now. But she a GOAT in that division. She ran up into a level that was higher. She had taken out everybody to get there. She did not look impressive against Wei Lee, my bad. And what happened is she had to go back to the gym. She's a number 2 contender, and I know she wants another shot at that belt because she didn't like the way she looked. She's going to get out here with a lady who's a little older. She's 38 years old. I think it's going to be, and she likes to be on the ground too, likes to do a lot of grappling, Brazilian jiu-jitsu. Give me Tatiana Suarez to come up with a submission. So we're going to change this to finish of the week. I'm not just doing KOs. I want to show y'all I'm versatile. So we're going to step off into a different area. I'm going to take Tatiana Suarez with the finish of the week. And underdog of the week, we're taking Diego Lopez over Gene Silva, bro. Everybody and their mama's on Gene Silva, bro. And that dude bad. I ain't gonna sit here and lie to you. He's a punisher. Gene Silva is a punisher. And he violent. He do stuff to hurt you. So I get why everybody's on there, but he just got into the top 15. He's ranked number 10 now. Diego Lopez was on a tear all the way. And it got thrust up there into the championship fight. And in them first 3 rounds, he was getting schooled. Learning it was different levels. Then he almost knocked the dude out. People forget. He almost knocked the top guy out. Like, he literally almost got him up out of there. Once he got his wits underneath him, it wasn't like he was about to get tapped or nothing. He wasn't ready for that moment. Diego Lopez is a bad dude, and I could get him at plus 190. You're never going to see this again, bro. He ain't never going to be that big of an underdog. This is just a what have you done for me lately. If you go on YouTube, you're going to see a bunch of crazy clips of Gene Silva out here just, I'm talking about whooping people ass like he was in the streets, bro. This shit, it's crazy some of the stuff you see him doing. But Diego was doing that before. That's why Diego's number 2. That's why he got pushed like that. The UFC, Dana White don't push people who don't be whooping ass. He don't. So you got to give me Diego Lopez plus 190 as my underdog of the week. I'm riding with Diego, bro. I ain't gave up faith on you. I haven't. I see a lot of people have. At one point, this was plus 250. Vegas had to bring that down because too many people was like, give me that. I just got to see it. I got to see it. So my underdog of the week is Diego Lopez. As again, you know, my motto. If they UFCing, I'm parlaying. I'm going to have a show for you every week. After this week, I see they skip a week and UFC will be back September 27th. So let me know in the comments, man. Are you riding with me or you riding against me? I'll see you at the counter and we're going to count that money. Follow me at J-Bay's World on TikTok. Follow us at Beats, Rhymes, and Parlays on Instagram and YouTube. Oh, and I'm going to give you a bonus one. I know y'all, everybody, it's weird. This is the first week it hasn't been a lot of UFC buzz. Everybody's talking about that Terrence Crawford, Canelo Alvarez fight. You know, your man's here does boxing. Your man here does boxing. That's a tough one right there, man. I mean, Canelo is the face of boxing, but Canelo ain't been the same Canelo these last couple years, bro. He ain't been dropping people like that. He been cruising, getting a lot of money. Bud ain't been Bud since he beat the stew out of Errol Spence. He been kind of cruising. He had that one fight, got some money. It's going to come down to if Bud can take Canelo's power, jumping up weight classes and seeing him online. When you bring all the muscles to the fight, that ain't always good news, bro. So this fight is a 50-50 fight. Because if this was Canelo 5 years ago, oh yeah, I'd be like Canelo taking him up out of there. You know, Canelo kind of ain't been the same since we saw him lose to Bivol. Since he lost to Dimitri Bivol, he ain't been the same. So if Terrence Crawford fight a high IQ fight, don't get in there and get to mixing it up with him, stick and move, he got a chance. But if he get in there and get to playing around with Canelo, and Canelo turn into the old Canelo, and you hit him with one of them shots, Bud could get knocked out. But there's also one other thing about Bud we've seen. I was one of the people who thought Errol Spence was gonna get him, bro. And once he felt Errol Spence's power, he was like, "Oh, is that it?" And got out there and started beating that man like he owed him money. So in a case like this, I think it's a 50-50 fight. I gotta lean with the points, man. Give me Terrence Crawford. Give me Bud Crawford, bro. Because he plus money. That's the only reason I'm picking him. Because he plus money. It's been a great show, y'all. Let's try to get out. Hopefully we get another submission so we can go 2-0 for this week. Actually, if we add to my record, I think I'm like, what was I think I'm 5-1 on these KO submissions. So rock with me, man. Try to get this free money, and I'm gonna see y'all next week. The champ is here. Peace, y'all.